and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Make sure to subscribe to become a loyal fairy, and also make sure to like today's video. Also stay tuned till the end of today's video to find out how you can be featured in one of my videos. Okay, you guys, we are officially back with another sneak peek video for the summer update. Now, if you guys didn't watch my video from yesterday, I highly recommend to go check it out because it had so many important sneak peeks. However, the lead developer of Dress2 Press posted, "Hi guys, the Dress2 Press team has been bouncing so many ideas off of each other for 2025 summer season, but I would really appreciate your opinions. What do you guys think we should do this summer season? I'm not asking for item, pose, makeup recommendations. Genuinely, what features do you want to see in Dress2 Press, or what features do you think we need to work on / remove?" And as you can tell, there is so much suggestions, but the lead developer actually responded to almost all of them, majority of them at least, not all of them because there's 400 of them, but he did respond to a lot of them. So we're going to be going through all of them, and we're going to be seeing which features have a high chance of getting added in the summer update, or like he said, like work on or remove, or which features don't really have a chance of getting added in this summer update, or just in general. So here is the first reply. It says, "I would love to see moving eyes or facial expressions in the game, or even a custom pose pack thing where you can press a button on certain poses and they will play in that order after you press a single button." This is honestly such a great suggestion, but let's see what he had to say. "Moving eyes / facial expressions are something we really considered a month or two back, but Dress2 Press is on the line of not being Roblox and still being Roblox. For example, the big jawed woman head we used in our game is the only thing keeping us grounded to Roblox. Our amazing makeup artists have noted that facial expressions are a need though, and have been working on different expressions for custom makeup. Thank you for your suggestion." Honestly, I'm a little bit confused with this one. So I don't think that the moving expressions are gonna happen, but like it wasn't a no. I think it's kind of like an in-between thing. For the next suggestion, we have maybe try increasing the custom makeup slots. I do agree with that though, because I do struggle with just 6, but I think it would be cool if we could stack, or just until we hit a limit of 8. I fear 6 isn't enough. I completely agree. And then, have you guys tried implementing a name system? Skirts where the skirts are, and shirts for the shirts. I do agree with this as well. I do agree with this. Okay, let's see what he has to say though. "I think it's a great idea to increase custom makeup slots with all of the new amazing additions to the game." I agree. "But we don't want the game to become too complex to where everyone needs to feel like they aren't reaching the limit, then they aren't as good. That's one of the things we've noticed when we announced the Game Pass for more clothing slots. Suddenly everyone was hitting the limit of clothes you could put on, and it shifted the community into a new era of how they dressed." So I guess the custom slots is not a thing that's gonna happen, I'm assuming. Judging off of that response, I don't think it would happen. I do think it would be a really good feature though. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think people need to fill it all the way up to 8 or 24 with like the clothing. I think it's really just up to the players, and I think this could expand for a lot of players. So I do hope that maybe this could be a feature that gets added. He did say, "I'll talk with the team about it." So let's hope that it does get added, because it's not necessarily a no, but I feel like it's shifting more towards probably not. And then for the name system, he said, "Could you elaborate? With our most recent dressing room, we made sure to put the items that are similar together, shirts with shirts." Oh, a label. So she was basically explaining like a label above the item. Okay, that would be really nice, actually. I do really like that. Okay, let's go to the next one. And she said, "I'd love daily tasks. Things that give you cash, stars, or even exclusive items would be so fun." And he said, "We've definitely noticed how we don't give you guys as much set things like daily tasks or login as in other games on the platform. So that is something we are working on." Thanks for the suggestion. Wait, this is the first like confirmed thing that we are going to be getting. I'm assuming it's for the summer update, since, you know, this whole thing is for the summer update. So it seems like we might be getting daily task or like a login thing That is so exciting. Okay, so they said, honestly, I wish our new color system had a way to use recent colors again. It was really helpful, especially with layering. I completely agree. Now, he did say we saw the feedback on our new color UI, and that is one of the things we took into account. We didn't realize how helpful and needed the recent color tab was, but I do believe it is on our to-do list. Another confirmed thing. Okay, that is amazing. I mean, it's not necessarily confirmed, but it does look like this is something that is possibly going to get added. I am so happy. I thought I was going crazy that it wasn't there. I thought I was literally going crazy, but I feel a little less alone now. For the next one, we actually have a picture. This person is insanely talented because they made this picture basically saying the pose menu should change so you could actually see which pose you are clicking on. And I actually completely agree because you can forget and it just becomes like a thing where you don't know which pose you're clicking on, so you're doing like a bunch of random ones on the stage. I completely agree. I actually love this feature so much, and it looks so like professional. I have to say, like, they ate this up with the editing. I do love that. And he did say this is literally amazing. I actually just sent it into our server and management group chat. I know this has been such a big request because we have so many poses and it's hard to memorize the names. This concept is amazing. So I do think that this is something that's definitely going to be added. I definitely think that they're going to definitely add this, and I'm excited. This is a really good idea. So somebody said updating the Style Showdown. Why did I forget Style Showdown literally exists? I'm an awful person. I completely forgot for a hot minute, but they said I've seen players in the community complaining that some of the new stuff aren't there, so adding the new hairs, makeup items would be cool to see. Also, I do agree with that. Okay, Style Showdown is something we introduced to be sort of separate from DTI, but still have the same mechanics and features. We never planned for Style Showdown to update with every Dress to Impress update, so I do understand the frustration of the game behind. I can promise you there's a lot of new development on it, and our team has been putting lots of effort. That is really cool. Okay, so we're not going to be getting updates like into it. I do understand that they do want to like have less items in there, I guess, so that it's more of a challenge, but it does look like they're adding more stuff to it, which is very exciting. So the next suggestion reads and says, since last summer update we got vitiligo, this year we could get body, freckles, or colorable vitiligo, or even both. I only have one criticism. I would love for textured and transparent items not to lose their texture or opacity when you apply patterns, and I think that's pretty valid, honestly. I think that's valid. So he did end up responding to this saying, we introduced vitiligo being colorable when we dropped it, but many players found it to be disrespectful, so we never touched it again. And then he did say it would have to be ruled by the community, not them. And then he said, I think it would be nice and a fun idea to add a new skin texture, body, freckles, tattoos, etc. We've brought that up before, but we haven't really brought it up since. I'll share your idea with the team. Wait, period. I think that this is honestly so nice that we might be getting some other stuff like the body, freckles, and tattoos. I'm excited. Okay, so they said gifting pink cash. I don't know what that word says. I can't lie. Adding some dressing rooms near their photo rooms and free play, more slots to save outfits and custom makeup, being able to duplicate accessories, being able to vote players. I completely agree with that last one, okay? But let's continue on. I think our team has lightly brought up gifting pink cash situation. As awesome as it sounds, it could ruin the game very fast. People can just log into the game on 10 alts and play and transfer the money to their main account. Also, it could introduce our players being scammed / hacked due to the addition to it. We try to avoid trading as much as we can so our players can play the game and not feel the need to talk to strangers about trading items. It's extremely icky to us, and we've made the team pledge to not add trading a long time ago. Thank you for the suggestion. So I guess this like only responds to the first thing, like the pink cash thing. So I guess we won't know about the other things. I guess it's not like an immediate no to the other things, but we do know gifting pink cash is just not happening. So they said, I'd love to see 2 things for custom makeup: the adjustment feature, which is genius, more slots for details, which I think somebody already mentioned that in the beginning of the video. I think it was Koi saying 6 isn't enough, and I do completely agree. Now, they did say every single custom makeup thing you could add to your face on its own layer, but on the same head. Roblox currently doesn't have a way to move decal positions on parts, but once they do, I think we will jump on the opportunity for it. So the adjustments feature for like custom makeup, it's like not a doable thing right now, but it seems like in the future, if it does become doable, I think that they 100% do it. But then when it comes to like the second part, we already know he did say that it most likely won't happen earlier. So okay, so they said, I want to come with a very annoying situation. Oh no, the votes. And I completely agree. The voting in Dress to Impress is just sickening. It is absolutely sickening. I made the most stunning outfit the other day and I got dead last. Like, it's actually sickening. But he did say, we know the voting is our biggest upset with Dress to Impress. We've been trying to tackle it for about a year now. We've came up with several solutions, but sometimes they hit the fan. Recently, we did have a team meeting where we talked about a new system where if the player votes everyone 1 star, their score gets reduced. Actually, I think that's a good idea. I actually really like that idea. So it seems like they are actively working on this. I don't know if the system is going to be out by the time summer is out, but we'll see. For this next one, they did say, I would really love a undo button for custom makeup because I accidentally press on the non-custom makeup faces and I lose my whole progress for the makeup I was creating, and it really sucks. Now, he did say that this was a good idea and he shared this tweet to the team to gather more opinions on it. So it's not a no, but it's also not a yes. It's kind of like an in-between. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see if this gets added, but I do think that this is a really good idea. So somebody said saving hair combos like we can do with makeup, and I do agree with this one because I do struggle with like the time, and I usually end up bald by the end of it because I just can't get a good hair on. So I feel like this is smart. I do really like this. But they did say, we've noticed this suggestion so much, but this is how we view it. We understand the time limit and the new items, poses, etc. But if you're able to save combos like makeup with your hair, then it's not as fun to run around and set things up. The whole game is about building your outfit to a theme and seeing who could look the best. A shortcut like that could easily turn the game into something new. It would be cool if we allowed saving hair combos in free play mode first, though, seeing how everyone reacts to that. I actually agree with that. I think that they should do it in free play mode first to see how people do react to it, but I think I would love it. I think that's a really good thing. Somebody asked if we could get the map from the summer map last year, and I honestly agree. I'm missing that map a lot. And they said, I do like the map right now. I think it's just really big right now. And they did say, our team does agree that the map is really big, but a situation that keeps coming up that we keep adding clothes every update and there's starting to be nowhere to put it. We would love to bring back the old DTI dressing room, but since we've switched, we've probably added over 100 plus items. It's a hard situation to come up for answers. Nobody wants to open the chest. A lot of people think the dressing rooms are taking too much time. They don't have, and the map is too big. I guess basically, no. I think that the summer map unfortunately won't come back, but I do get it because there's so many more items compared to the summer update, so I do get it. I don't want to miss any of the replies, but I did want to briefly go over these 2 real quick because they're kind of already answered. However, for this top one right here, they talked about trading, and he did mention before how they aren't gonna do trading in Dress to Impress, so he basically just went over that again. And then here they went over like why they remove and rework items. So this was basically the explanation to it. So yeah, if you guys wanted the explanation to why they remove or rework items, that's the explanation. But I didn't want to take too much time for both of those since they've already been answered in the past. So somebody asked if we can use the accessory adjustments feature on like skirts, sleeves, etc. And he did say maybe. It's like an in-between thing. Like basically people could create harmful outfits out of this. But I also think on the other hand, people will make such stunning outfits. I think this would be such a helpful tool. So it's a little bit hard to navigate this one, I will say. I do think that they should add the accessory adjustments first to all of the accessories in the game, because I know there's some that it still doesn't work on, so I think first that and then like other items. Now here is another suggestion. They basically said that they want to see who's voting for them, and I feel like that's a little bit cheeky. We do have that in Style Showdown, and also like a way to teleport around the map basically. Now this was the response to it. It is pretty long, so I'm gonna kind of like shorten it and say I don't think either of these things will happen. It does seem like the reveal vote thing would cause problems within the community, so that's why. And then on top of that, the teleporting thing, I don't think it will happen either, because it, like he said, it ruins core gameplay, so that's why. You guys can read it for more in-depth answers to it, but that's basically the summary of it. Somebody asked for a cultural pose pack, and he said that he actually planned on creating a cultural pose pack with the past update, but the more that he did research and found cultural poses and read the history behind them, he decided not to create the pack. So I don't think that they're going to add it, but it does say it was out of respect for the cultures that we added, but we plan to keep the same respect next time if we do something similar. Thank you for the suggestion. So somebody suggested bringing back the 2x money weekend. If you guys remember, they messed up with the Style Showdown release date, so they ended up doing that as like a sorry, basically. However, they did say that they will not be bringing back a money weekend, but maybe they'll bring a star weekend or something cool like that. Okay, so this one is a little bit complicated because it's just like a lot, but somebody basically said like transparent material would be so cool, and I do agree. I think it would be cool, but basically, long story short, it's basically impossible for them to do. Now you guys can pause to read it if you guys would like some more insight on that. I'm just personally not gonna read it all out loud because basically it's just like not gonna happen. So somebody suggested favoriting hairs, and I completely agree. Now they did say that they're trying to find out a better solution than saving hair combos. I actually love the idea of favoriting hairs and having a category specific to favoriting hairs. So they are sharing this tweet with the team, and I think that's really nice because I did read out the hair combo thing a couple of minutes ago. So I think that this is a nice in-between if they can't add the hair combos. I think favoriting hairs would be really nice. So somebody said an idea that they had was doing textures on hairs and skin colors, and I think that would be really, really cool. Now they did say a big ask is patterns on hair, and we're trying to come up with solutions for that. He did say it is possible, so I think that this is a kind of thing that it's gonna take them time to develop, but it's like something that they want to do, so I'm excited. So somebody said wheelchairs, and he said, we've seen so many forums and tweets and videos about adding wheelchairs and other disabilities, and it would be so amazing to have that representation in our game. But we do want to protect our players the best way we can, and with DTI being an online game, people are going to make rude and disgusting outfits. Ideas like this are up to our community to discuss because we do not want to be the host of people making fun of disabilities. We won't let it happen. Thank you for the suggestion. So it seems like this is up to the community mostly, so let me know in the comments below what you guys think. So as you guys know, they did say, I think it was like Halloween update around that period, that they were going to add plus size bodies into the game, and we haven't really gotten an update on them until now. This is like the biggest update that we've gotten on them in a while. So this is everything that he did say about it if you guys want to pause to read it, but he did say please stay patient with us towards the end, so I'm assuming that they are currently working on adding it. It's just a long process, it seems like, because he did say that they have over 400 plus items / clothing in the game that they need to fit for the plus size body. So I think that they're working on it. So that's good news that they are working on it. Somebody suggested a second nail station, and I completely agree. And he said that this is a definitely needed feature, and he sent this tweet to the server to get more opinions. But I definitely think that this is something that's gonna happen, since they did confirm it a while back that they were gonna add one. But we'll see. Just another reminder to subscribe if you haven't already, to become a loyal fairy and to help me reach my subscriber goal. Like today's video to let me know that you liked it and would like more content from me. And also comment down below your thoughts on today's video. I love to read through your comments, so make sure to leave a comment for me to read. Now, before I show you guys who got featured in today's video, make sure to go check out all of my other socials, which is linked in the description down below. I do have some other YouTube channels, and I'm planning on posting on them more often, so make sure to go check them out and send them some love. I also do have some other social medias that you should definitely go check out and send some love to as well, since I'm on pretty much every other social media platform, so make sure to go check them out. Now I can officially show you guys who got featured in today's video. Here is today's fan art. Alongside this amazing fan art, I also have somebody wearing the merch from my Roblox group, which is linked in the description down below as well. If you're wondering how you can be featured in one of my videos, just like the fan art and merch picture that I just showed you guys, all you have to do is join my Discord server, which is linked in the description down below, posted in the merch picture or in the fan art channel. If you don't have Discord, don't worry. You can also post it on your YouTube community tab. Make sure to tag me, post it on Twitter, and make sure to tag me. Or lastly, you can send me an email at this email right here, and I will make sure to include your fan art or merch picture in one of my future videos. And if you stayed until the end of the video, make sure to post this hashtag in the comments down below, and I will try to heart as many comments as I can if you commented this.